Hello students, this is class 10th, subject English, chapter 7 that is going on nowadays. It is Glimpses of India, part 2, Coorg, and this chapter is written by Lokesh Abrol, and this is my lecture 2. In first lecture we have read about the author and about the chapter. So now let us start this second lecture. Topics to be covered today. Today we are going to discuss first of all summary of the chapter. Then we shall learn new words. After new words we shall read chapter highlights, and at last we shall discuss homework solution of lecture 1 of chapter 7th Glimpses of India, part 2 Coorg. So let us begin with summary of the chapter Coorg. Summary of the chapter Coorg, part 2 of Glimpses of India. So let us start with the summary of Coorg. In this lesson, the narrator has given a clear description of Coorg, that is a very beautiful place which lies between Mysore and Mangalore. So the writer describes the hill station of Coorg located in the Western Ghats in the state of Karnataka. It is located midway between Mysore and Mangalore. The suitable time to visit Coorg is from September to March. That is very pleasant time. The place is famous for coffee plantations and spices. There are abundant rainforests which cover 30% of the area. So it is a rural district in Karnataka. It has evergreen forests, spices and coffee plantations. And the best season is between September and March, when the weather is perfect for a visit to Coorg. The Coorgi men are brave warriors who are permitted to keep firearms without a license due to their trustworthiness. The women of Coorg are pretty. Coorg is also known as Kodau, and the Kodaus though are Hindus by religion, but their customs differ from those of mainstream Hindus. Means the Coorg people are of Greek or Arabic descent, and it is rumored that a part of Alexander's army drifted here and found it impossible to go back. So they married the locals. That is why their traditions and rites are different from other Indians. They marry within their community. Kodaus are said to be of Greek or Arabic descent, and there are two stories behind it. Some soldiers of Alexander's army settled there. They could not go back. And also, as the ethnic dress of the Kodaus, kufiya, is similar to the Arab garment kufiya. It is said that maybe their ancestors were Arabs or Kurds, means they used to wear one dress, that is kufiya, and it resembles kufiya worn by the Arabs. The river Kaveri originates from Coorg. The fish named Mahasir is found in this river. Many animals and birds like kingfisher, langur, squirrels and elephants can be spotted along the river. Tourists relax in the peaceful atmosphere and also enjoy adventure sports like river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, mountain biking, rock climbing and trekking. Even the laziest visitors become very active and energetic with these adventures. While trekking on the nature trails, animals like macaws, Malabar squirrels, langurs, and slender lories can be spotted on the trees. So, a variety of wildlife like the mahasi, a large freshwater fish, kingfishers, squirrels, langurs, and elephants are found here. And here we can enjoy different adventure activities like river rafting, canoeing, playing, rock climbing, etc. The major tourist attractions are Brahmagiri Hills, Nisargdhama Island, and Balkupe Tibetan settlements. Coorg gives visitors a feel of India's diverse culture. So the Brahmagiri Hills give the climber a panoramic view of Coorg, a wide view of Coorg. A walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargdhama. This Nisargdhama island is spread about 64 acre. And Balkupe in Coorg is India's largest settlement of Buddhist monks. These Buddhist monks can be seen here. They are dressed in red and yellow robes. So Coorg gives us or gives visitors a feeling of India's diverse cultures. So this place Coorg is very beautiful place. It is so beautiful that it seems it has been drifted from God's heaven, because it is extremely beautiful place. So this is all about Coorg. Now let us learn some new words with their meanings. These words are used in this chapter Coorg. So let us begin. These are the words with meanings. First word is drifted from. It means being carried along gently by air. Martial, it means having to do with war. The next is plantations. Meaning is an area planted with trees. Next is pours. It means rains heavily. Next word is canopies. It means the highest layer of branches in a forest. The next is mainstream. Its meaning is a tradition which most people follow. Now next, tales of valor means stories of courage and bravery, usually in war. Next is hospitality. Its meaning is generous and friendly treatment of visitors and guests. Next is most decorated. It means having received maximum number of awards for bravery in war. Next word is laid back. It means relaxed. Next word is mahouts. It means the keepers of elephants. And next word, it is rafting. It means traveling in a river in a raft. Next word is canoeing. It means traveling in a river in a canoe, in a narrow boat. Rappelling, it means going down a cliff by sliding down a rope. Next is trails. It means paths created by walking. Panoramic view. It means a view of a wide area of land. Misty. Misty means filled with fog. Next is landscape. It means an area of land that has a particular quality or appearance. Ochre, it means a moderate yellow orange to orange color. So these are the words. Read these words again and again and learn. Now let us read chapter highlights. Already we have read summary of this chapter. We have also read new words with their meanings. So now let us have a look at chapter highlights. Coorg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is a heavenly place. This is already told that Coorg is a beautiful place. The best season to visit it is from September to March. So the best season to visit Coorg is considered from September to March. It is very pleasant weather at that time. The people living there are probably the descendant of Arabs or Greeks. So already we have read two stories related to their origin. Their culture is apparent in their martial traditions, marriages, and religious rites. The Kodaus wear a long black embroidered coat called kupiya that resembles kufiya worn by the Arabs. The Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated regiments in the Indian Army, means this regiment has got many bravery awards. Kodaus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. They can keep firearms without any license. Because of their trustworthiness, it is done. So the Coorg regiment is the most prestigious and decorated in the Indian Army. We have read General Kariyappa, the first chief of the Indian Army, was a Coorgi. Here we can also see that the river Kaveri begins from the hills and forests of Coorg. A variety of plants, birds and animals can be seen there. The place offers a number of adventure sports for the tourists. The Tibetan monks are amongst many surprises that can be seen there. So there are different energetic activities around the Coorg area. There we can see Mahasir fish, kingfishers, squirrels and langurs. Wild elephants are also seen there. There we can enjoy river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking. And macaws, Malabar squirrel, langurs, etc. can be seen. Then the Brahmagiri Hills gives us a wide view of the landscape of Coorg. There is a rope bridge that leads to the island of Nisargdhama, and near Balkupe the monks can be seen in different color robes. Now let us discuss your homework. Question 1. Read the passage and answer the following questions. So one passage is given to you. Passage is: the river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forests of Coorg. Mahasir, a large freshwater fish, abound in these waters. Kingfishers dive for their catch, while squirrels and langur drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. Elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their mahouts. So the questions are: which river flows from the hills of Coorg? Next, why do the squirrels drop partially eaten fruit in the river? Next, find the word in the extract which means same as wave. Next question, what do elephants enjoy by their mahouts? Second question, how has the Coorgi tradition of courage and bravery recognized in modern India? Question third, describe Coorg's weather. When is it most pleasant for the tourists to visit Coorg? Last question, describe any two tourist places of Coorg. So you are supposed to read the chapter thoroughly and find out the answers of given question, write these answers and send me the snapshots of your homework at my email ID. So now let us discuss homework solution of lecture 1 of Coorg, that is part 2 of chapter 7th, Glimpses of India. This is class 10th, subject English. So let us discuss question answers which were given to you. Glimpses of India, this is the name of chapter 7th. Part 2 is Coorg. These are the question answers. First question is, where is Coorg? Coorg is the smallest district of Karnataka and it is located somewhere between Mysore and the coastal city of Mangalore. So this is the location of Coorg. Next question, what is the story about the Kudau people's descent? So there are two stories that we have read in this chapter. It is said that the Kudaus are of either Greek or Arabic descent, Arabic origin. According to one story, a part of Alexander's army couldn't return to its homeland and so settled there. As the traditional dress of the Kudaus, Kupiya, is similar to the dress of the Arabs and Kurds, the Kufiya. It is said that probably the Kudaus are descendants of the Arabs. Actually, the Kudaus wear a long black coat with an embroidered waist belt. It is known as Kupiya and it resembles the Kufiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So these are two stories about the Kudau people's origin. Now next question. What are some of the things you know about? So first, the people of Coorg. What do you know about the people of Coorg? Answer is, people of Coorg are known to be descendants of the Greeks or the Arabs. This is because of their dressing style. They are independent and ferocious. They are the bravest soldiers in the Indian army. At the same time, they are welcoming and are known for their hospitality. They have married amongst their locals and their culture is very different from what is seen in mainstream Hindus. So, we can say the people of Coorg are independent. They love and enjoy hospitality. They feel proud in telling numerous stories of valor or bravery relating to their sons and father, and they are very brave. Now next, the main crop of Coorg. So coffee is the main crop of Coorg. During the monsoon season, when the weather is pleasant and the wind is blowing, it carries with it the strong fragrance of coffee. Coffee estates with colonial bungalows are abundant and even provide homestays for visitors to experience the Coorgi way of life. So coffee is the main cash crop of Coorg. Now next question, the sports it offers to tourists. So a variety of high energy adventure activities are offered to tourists like river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing and mountain biking. Trekking is also one of the famous activities. So rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, mountain biking and trekking. These are the sports which are offered to the visitors. Next question is the animals you are likely to see in Coorg. So the answer is fishes like mahasir are found in the water of the river Kaveri. Birds like kingfisher and other animals like squirrels, langurs, butterflies, bees accompany you in this area, while wild elephants can be seen enjoying bathing in the rivers. So if you are on a track, then macaws, Malabar squirrels, langurs and slender lories can be spotted, can be seen on the trees. So these are the animals that you can see in Coorg. Now next, its distance from Bangalore and how to get there. Means how can we get or reach to Coorg? So the answer is Coorg is at a distance of 260 kilometers from Bangalore. The nearest airports are Mangalore and Bangalore. There are flights to Mangalore from Mumbai and to Bangalore from Ahmedabad, Chennai, Delhi, Goa, Hyderabad, Kochi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Pune. So in this way we can reach there. The nearest railheads are at Mysore, Mangalore and Hassan. There are two routes to Coorg from Bangalore. Both are almost the same distance, around 250 to 260 km. The route via Mysore is the most frequented one. So these are the question answers which were given to you. So do your homework and send me the snapshots of homework on my email ID, and I hope you have understood what have been taught to you. If you like our videos, please press like button and subscribe channel. Thank you.